All right, when it comes to overpricing your home, this is part one of my pricing strategy when selling your house. Now, overpricing it obviously is exactly how it sounds, is you're going to take a look at your CMA, which is your comparative market analysis of all the houses that are on the market right now and what they've recently closed at. And you're going to take a look at all the values and the comparables. So anything that has the same number of bedrooms, bathrooms, kind of the same lot size as yours, it's in the same location area, has all the same similar amenities, those types of things. You're going to look at those comps and you're going to look at kind of what the average, or I like to look at the median, just because the average is kind of like takes the high and the low that can kind of skew those numbers. Looking at the median, you're going to look at the middle price, like what really is the middle. And looking at that, that's the market value. That's what someone's willing to pay for your home based on what's going on in the market right now. And like I said in my last video, really there's a lot that goes into the market values and different, like the economy and what buyers are pain points are and all of those things. What type of season we're in. Are we in a buyer, sellers, or neutral market? Are we in the spring market? Are we in the seller, like the winter lull? Like where are we? So there's so many factors that can impact it. But overpricing your home is taking that median value of all the comps in the area and pricing it above that. And I think a big problem that a lot of people are doing when they're overpricing, and it's understandable. I'm not going to sit here and tell you you're bad and wrong. We all want to have more money for our house because this is our biggest asset that we have. So we want to sell it for the most money so that we can move forward to the next house or to do whatever we're going to do from that moment. So it's understandable that we want to get the most for our house, but we also need to be reasonable and understand there are times when overpricing your home is a good idea, but there's also times when it's not, and it's actually going to hurt you more in the long run. And so some things to really consider, the pros and cons of overpricing it. The pro obviously being somebody, if they are willing to pay that additional amount that is priced over, if you get like a cash offer where the appraisal doesn't really matter, because that's a con. If you overprice your home and somebody goes into contract with you for that amount, but then their lender hires that third-party appraiser and they appraise the property much lower because it's over asking or it's overpriced, that buyer's going to have to come up with a difference. And depending on the market, they might not have the ability to pay extra money for this house. They're going to be able to pay what that appraised value is. And so you're going to have to either renegotiate that contract, or they're going to just simply walk away from the transaction, or you're going to have that property sit for a very long time on the market. And that might be an option for you. And you might not mind it sits there for a year. But that, you got to keep in mind too, these things might actually impact your bottom line, that if you had just listed your property at market value, you might get a much better offer in the first place. So that's pros and cons to think about when you're overpricing your home. And again, it really depends on the market that we're in. Sometimes it makes sense to do so. Now, stay tuned for part 2, where I will talk more about the pros and cons of the next one of listing your home at market value. See you there.